Hello and welcome to this training video. You are in the right place if you want to manifest more clients. And I'm going to teach you in this training video a 3-step formula that you can use right away and start manifesting more clients. Okay, sound good? All right, we're going to jump right in. I want you to close your eyes if you're willing. So close your eyes and imagine having all the clients you want. So just take a breath and see in your mind having all the clients that you want. And as you imagine having all the clients that you want, how would you feel? How does it feel? As you imagine having all the clients that you want, how are you spending your time? And as you imagine having all the clients that you'd like, what does your bank account look like? So open your eyes, and I don't know about you, but my bank account looks pretty darn good. Yes, all right. So in this training, I'm going to teach you how to do what we just did, but more effectively and in a way that will lead you to having all the clients that you want. So you're going to learn this 3-part formula. I'm going to share with you how and why this formula works. And I'm going to let you know what you can do to get started using it. And at the end, I'm going to tell you about how my Manifesting Clients classes are a great place to practice using this 3-step formula, this process, so that you can get really good at it if you want to hear about it. So the truth is, we all have stories swirling around in our head. And some of those stories feel bad and they leave us feeling isolated, or we feel like it's hard to attract clients. We don't take action. We end up swirling down into feeling icky and not doing what we need to do. And of course, if we don't do what we need to do, the results are we don't have the clients that we want. If you change the story you tell yourself, what's happening in your head and in your heart and in your being because of what you're telling yourself, you could manifest all the clients that you want, because what you tell yourself impacts what you do and how you do it and the results that you get. So by changing the story you tell yourself, you could increase your income, which, yay, that feels so good. You could feel fulfilled because you're actually doing the work you're here to do. That's what really excites me. And you could be making a difference, or a bigger difference with more people, because you're actually touching more people's lives, because you change the story you tell yourself, you attract more clients, and there you are. You have more clients to work with and touch their lives. So I'm Catherine Yarbrough, and I just want to let you know just a tiny little bit about who I am and why I'm here. When I was in my 20s, I was trying to figure out what to do with my life. I mean, seriously, I was searching. And in my 30s, I went back to school and got what's similar to a master's degree as a dance movement therapist, and I started working in a hospital setting, and I worked with people who had eating disorders and people who were on the general psych unit. That was interesting, but it wasn't really quite the right thing for me. So in my 40s, I launched a private practice. I wanted to take my dance movement therapy into to work with people who had more capacity to change. And as I did that, and I learned a lot about marketing, I learned a lot about manifestation. And around 2006, I was inspired to call what I did manifestation coaching. I also continued my own training and was part of a consciousness school, and I became an integrative breath worker, which really didn't grow my integrative breathwork practice, but all of this informs who I am and what I do and how I work with my clients. In my 50s, I moved my business online. I'm still in my 50s right now, and I work with people online. I work with heart-based. Most of them, most of my clients are heart-based, on purpose women entrepreneurs. Some are on a really committed spiritual journey, and I work in different ways with people, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that later, okay? But it includes coaching with some people, and then I've got my manifesting clients classes that I'm definitely going to tell you about later. The first part of the three-part formula that I'm here to teach you today is to write your new story, okay? I'm going to just summarize the three parts, okay? The first part is to write your new story. The first step. The second step of the formula, or the second part of it, is to write, read, or say your new story 3 to 5 times a day. And the third step is to, or third part, is to notice when your old story, you remember that old story where that that picture of that girl on that rock all by herself, that old story feels pretty icky when the old story takes over, and shift back into your new story. That's it. These three little pieces, though they're major and they will change your life. But the first one I want to talk about is writing your new story, because what you're thinking now, and I'm going to add what you're thinking and feeling now, is creating your future. What you thought and felt about 6 months, 12 months ago created who you are today. What you're thinking and feeling now is creating your future. So if you want your future to be a little different than what it is right now, then change what you're thinking and feeling now. And a way to do that is by writing a new story. So the old story is often an habitual story. Like if people don't respond to my emails or a Facebook post about an offer, I go down this spiral. Oh, people don't want me. They don't want my services. It's never going to work. You know what I'm talking about. Pretty much everybody, every heart-based entrepreneur, woman entrepreneur, most it's who I work with, know exactly what I'm talking about. And so the old story is based on past and sometimes current experiences. And the challenge is that you'll keep getting what's happening now if all you focus on is what's happening now. So if you look at your calendar, you have 2 clients a week and you go, well, I just have 2 clients a week. You're going to keep not having very many clients, probably. And when I talk about the old story, I'm also talking about the negative messages that might have been something that you told yourself, might have been something that a family member said to you, or a past client said or did, or a friend said, like, oh, really? You think you can grow your own business? Who are you to do that kind of thing? All right, old, icky, negative messages. The new story, which is what you're writing, is the story that you make up about the future. You get to make it up. And guess what? What you tell yourself, the story you tell yourself, your thoughts and your feelings, even if it's made up about the future, is what you will be living in the future if you hold those thought feelings consistently. Okay? Your new story hasn't happened yet. Most probably, you might have had some experiences of it. It feels good, and you get to imagine it. All right? So here's an old story for me. It's hard for me to find clients. I don't know why I can't find more clients. Where are they? No one seems to want to work with me. Nothing I do works. Maybe I should quit. Okay? Sound familiar? All right, here's a new story. Bright color. I easily attract great clients. New clients show up and sign up every week. My business is thriving. I am so grateful to be abundant. I love my work. I love my life and my work. Okay. Notice how much better that one feels. Okay, that's the life I'm creating. I'm creating a life where I feel really, really good. Okay, so let me share a little bit more about how this process works. When you write your new story out, you get to practice the possible future in your mind. So if, for example, You say you think you want 20 clients a week, just to throw out a number. And you start writing this new story and you use the process that I'm teaching you and I'll teach you more about how to do this. And you say, okay, I have 20 clients every week and this means, and you write out all the stuff and you end up feeling heavy and icky and not good. Well, something about your new story isn't right. So you get to explore, well, what is it? How can I tweak it? So let me give you an example of how this worked for me. Earlier this year, in February, this is 2018, so in February of 2018, I had an amazing and huge aha moment that had me remember that I know that doing this process works and that I wanted to do it more intentionally and consistently. Because for the last 4 years or so, I haven't been doing this process intentionally and consistently. And so I'm not going to go into the aha moment here because it's not that important for you learning how this works. What is important is that what came out of my aha moment was I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do this and I'm going to teach people to do it. And I made the plan. The first thing was to create a course, a manifesting clients course or program. It was 6 weeks. And as you can see on here, I had 3 different time options. So a person could sign up on Mondays or for the 6 weeks. It was 6 weeks starting April 9th was when I was going to do it. And I started to promote this Manifesting Clients program. And at the same time, I started to say my new story. Something like, I can't remember exactly, but something like there are 6 to 8 people in each of the different times for my Manifesting Clients program. And as I was saying my new story, and I had, and at, I think it was on the day or the day, I think it was the day someone enrolled, I had this amazing shift, a new idea about how this will work. Because as you're saying your new story, you're imagining it in your mind, and new thoughts will come in and you will get inspirations. And the new thought that came in was instead of doing it as a 6-week program, to offer these classes more like yoga classes or exercise classes where I offer several different times a week and you buy a package of classes and you come and you could come to 1 class a week, you could come to 2 classes a week, you could come to 2 classes a month and come back and practice the process of writing, reading, and saying your new story. And I had this idea that came in, this person that had bought this program. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, well, the way I had it before is working. Someone's bought it. I could sell it to more people. But I kept going, no, this yoga-like thing is better. I need to change this. I need to change it. It took me about a week. It took me about a week to realize it was okay to go tell that person that I was changing it, and that all worked out really well, and to talk to a few people about it and to sit with it and go, do I really want to change it into this other format? And I did. I changed it and I feel great about it and I love how I'm doing it, and it's even changed a little bit more, and I'll tell you more about that at the end, about the Manifesting Clients classes where you can practice this. So here's my new page or a picture of the new page, and I talk about joining the Manifesting Clients Academy community, because what's happened is it's turned into a membership opportunity where you can sign up, and depending on your level of membership, you can take 1, 2, or 3 classes a month or unlimited classes. So as I said, I'll tell you more about that later. And so first, writing your news story helps you get clear about the future you want to create. And as you do it, you get inspirations about how that future could be awesome. But another way in which this process of writing or saying your news story works is that what you practice in your mind, you create. Now, I'm going to remind you of a simple way we are all doing this. I want you to get that what you practice in your mind, you create, which is why I'm going to teach you to write, read, or say your new story 3 to 5 times a day, so you practice being that person in your mind. But let me give you a simple example of how this works. okay? We're going to talk about dinner. So you see the salad bar in the picture? So I want you, so I want to just share, let's say it's about 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the afternoon, I'm getting a little hungry. I am going to think to myself, let's just imagine it is 3:30 right now. Actually, it's not. It's 12, but I'm going to imagine it's 3:30 or 4. I'm starting to get a little hungry, and I think to myself, well, what do I want for dinner? I could go up to the grocery store and get a salad through the salad bar. I could go to Applebee's, which is really close to where I live, and pick up a um, crispy chicken Oriental salad. Or I could fix some pasta and vegetables here tonight. And as I'm thinking through those options, I'm imagining each one. I'm imagining, this is important. Now, no, don't you do this for whether it's dinner or something else, like what you're going to do after this video training. Like, you imagine it. So I'm imagining going to the grocery store. I'm imagining going to Applebee's. I'm imagining staying at home and fixing the pasta and vegetables. I'm thinking, you know what? I don't feel like going out. I'd rather just fix some food here, fix some vegetables. Sound really good with pasta. Okay, so I think, all right, that's what I'm going to do. About an hour later, 4:30, and I'm hungrier. I'm really getting hungry now, or really moving in that direction. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, what am I going to do? Salad, and it goes flash, flash, flash. Am I going to do this, this, or this? And you try it out, each one of them, right? And then, okay, yeah, I'm gonna stay home. I'm gonna fix that pasta. And then 5:30 comes around, and I imagine, oh yeah, I thought about what I was gonna do. And these go really quickly, remember, but I'm thinking and I'm seeing myself in the kitchen, boiling the water for the pasta, chopping the vegetables, sitting down and eating, enjoying the food. I'm thinking, oh yeah, that sounds good, and not having to go out. All right, 6:30 comes around, I'm done with work. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go fix the pasta. All right, unless some weird thing happens, okay? But that's what we do pretty much about a lot of our life. We think in advance about what's gonna happen and what we're going to do, and we practice it. And that's the same for manifesting clients. All right, it works for manifesting clients. So if you sit around and you think about having all the clients that you want, you're going to get inspired about the things that you're going to need. You're going to start to think, just like I was thinking, I'll be boiling water and chopping vegetables. You'll start to think, okay, all the clients that I want, I'm going to be talking to them. Oh, I need an online scheduler or something. Okay, you'll get the inspirations of what to do. Now, here's another reason to write, read, and say your new story. Pretty much everyone that I talk to these days knows about the law of attraction. If it's new to you, I'll just briefly say that what we're vibrating, what we're thinking and feeling sends out a vibration into the universe, into all of existence. And according to the law of attraction, the universe, all of existence, mirrors back our most consistent vibration or our most consistent thoughts and feelings. It doesn't care whether it's real or imaginary. So you can imagine the best life possible. Feel it right now. And if you hold that thought feeling consistently, oh my goodness, the universe is going to bring it back to you. Okay? Because the story you tell yourself is a bunch of thoughts and feelings. The story you tell yourself about the future, about your life right now, not necessarily about the future, but about your life, is creating your future now. So there's a little house. If you're imagining living in a little house, it's going to happen someday. All right. And as you know, if you don't change, you'll keep getting the same results. I work with a lot of wise people, so I'm assuming you know that already. So let's say your thought is, I don't have enough clients. You look at your calendar and you think, I don't have enough clients. You think, I don't have enough clients. I need some clients. I don't have enough clients. Doesn't this feel icky, right? Why don't I have enough clients? I don't have enough clients. Guess what you're going to get, right? Not enough clients. So I invite you to take what I'm sharing with you, be open, try this practice out. In fact, I really encourage you to come to a manifesting clients class, which again, I'll tell you about later because it's even more impactful to do this process in a group that I'm going to teach you. So the first part of this formula is to write a new story. The second part is to write, read, or say your new story 3 to 5 times a day. So let me tell you why I recommend that you do it 3 to 5 times a day. For most, especially if you're ready for more clients now, or you're ready for this thing that you're wanting to do. Our old story is a habit. The neurons are firing together. You look at your calendar and you don't see many clients and you automatically go to, I don't have as many clients as I want. That's just an example of how they might be firing together. I don't know how it works in your brain, but whatever the old story is, it's a habit. And to break that habit, we need to be intentional. It's not that difficult to write, read, or say your new story 3 to 5 times a day. You just have to take the time to do it. And if you've written it out and you've got a busy schedule, you just go in and you read it, and reading it should improve your mood. While you're driving somewhere, you can say your new story. You'll see how what I'm teaching you could do in the car if you're willing to, like, talk while you're in the car. Somebody can see you, which these days, nobody really cares anymore, because you could be talking through the car. Nobody knows that. All right. So let me say this about writing, reading, and saying your new story. And I want you to get it in terms of speed, in a sense. Because if you write, read, and say your new story once, and you do it really impactful, it's going to manifest someday. Maybe in another lifetime, but someday. Let's say you do it a few times a week. That's kind of like going from the East Coast of the United States, let's say Washington, D.C., to the West Coast of the United States, let's say San Francisco, riding a bike. So if you say, write or read your new story 3 to 5 times a week, or let's just say a few times a week, let's say 2 or 3 times a week, it's like riding a bike. You'll slowly change your neurons. You'll slowly plant the seeds in the universe. All right? You'll get there if you do that consistently a few times a week. Now, if you really are ready for clients, what I recommend is 3 to 5 times a day, because that's like going from Washington, D.C., the East Coast of the U.S., to the West Coast of the U.S., San Francisco, in a sports car, 80 miles an hour. You're going to get there a lot faster. Now, it's not 5 days that you're going to get there, but instead of 2 to 5 years, it's more like 3 to 6 months that you're going to get there, and you're going to have all the clients that you want if you take the aligned action and the inspired action that comes to you. Okay. Now, what happens when you do this practice enough? You actually change the connections in your brain. So instead of that automatic old story that you had about, oh, I don't know if I'll ever grow a business, I don't know if I'll ever have enough clients, you've got a new automatic story in your mind, and all you have to do is remind yourself, I'm attracting clients this week, for example. I'm attracting clients this week, and they will show up. That's when you're at light speed. You've done it enough, you've planted the seeds, your marketing is out there, you've taken aligned action, and you keep doing that. All you have to do is remind yourself, and instantaneously, things just start to happen. They show up. Light speed. Okay, so here's the third part of the formula. Before you get to light speed, some of the time, your old story is going to pop into your head. It might be daily. It might be after you send out an email and nobody responds, or you say you promote yourself at a networking event and you don't get any results, whatever it is, or a friend says something to you, the old story will kick in. So the third part of the formula is to notice when that happens, to notice when you start to go down into discouragement, right? And to shift back and say, write, or read your new story. Use it to get you back into seeing who you're going to be and imagining it as if it's happening now. Because that person who you're going to be feels good, is really doing the work they're here to do. Okay, so my friend, the first part of the formula is write your new story. And I'll tell you how to do that in just a second. The second part is to write, read, and say your new story 3 to 5 times a day. All right. In some cases, I say less if you're working on your visioning story. I'll tell you about that in a second. And the third part of the formula is to change, notice when you're spiraling down and shift back to the new story as soon as possible. All right, so let's look at how to do this first part of the formula. This is how I teach people to do it. You basically identify what you want and you turn that into an affirmation. So in every one of my manifesting clients classes, for the most part, I ask the people who are there, and let me just say, the maximum number of people in my manifesting clients classes is 6. So I offer 5 to 6 different times of option times every week that you could choose from if you decided to join the Manifesting Clients Academy. But when you're in the classes, the total amount of people who could possibly be in there is 6. It's a small group. And so everybody shares, everybody talks. This isn't something that like I'm out here talking and you're out there doing it. We meet on Zoom and everybody participates. So it's interactive and it's experiential. So when I ask people what they want, depending on how many people, they either write it down and then tell me what they want to focus on, or they just say it out loud and we look at what has the most juice, the most energy to focus on. And based on what you want, I invite you, or in the class, what I do is I help you turn that into what I call a prompt, which is where you turn it into an affirmation and add, and this means. That becomes your prompt. So for example, I have all the clients I want, and this means. And then what you do is you finish that sentence with as many things that come up. And I really encourage you to use all of your senses. So you start with everything that comes up, and then make sure that you've included things that when you have, if you were using this, when you have all the clients that you want, what are you seeing? What are you doing? What are you experiencing in your body? What are you feeling emotionally? What are you hearing? So using all of the different sensory modalities. So here's an example of just off the cuff. I have all the clients I want, and this means there are over 40 Manifesting Clients Academy members, and some of them are doing my one-year program. Yay! I receive over $6,000 every month. Yes! I have great clients who love me and refer me to their friends and colleagues. I like that one too. My clients work with me for 6 months to 2 years, and I really get to know them. I'm doing this. It's happening. I'm running the Manifesting Clients Academy. It's a happening business. Okay, so what I want to share with you is that while teaching these classes, I discovered that we actually have lots of different kinds of stories that are part of what I am now calling your epic business story. That book looks really big, and the truth is, it is really big. There are 4 sections to your epic business story. One is your big vision, where you're really going. The next is what wants to happen in the next year, where you want to be in a year, and that helps to turn where you really want to go into actual manifesting, like into reality. Then there's the what wants to happen in the immediate future, this week, this month, this quarter. And then the 4th section is, what do you want to be experiencing on the journey? Because man, I don't have to tell y'all, this week I've got a full plate, and I've been feeling rushed, and I've been sort of sharper with people than usual, and I don't want to experience that. Whether I'm in the beginning stages or at the total fulfillment, I want to feel peaceful. I want to feel centered. I want to always be kind and generous. You know what I mean? So we've got to get clear about that and to be that now too. So I discovered that there's all these different sections, and some of my clients are more working on their big vision, and some of them are more at a place where they need and want clients now. So it doesn't matter where you are on the journey of growing your business, this process of writing your new story works. And I can't even say how impactful it is. So this is another example of me going deeper into using all of my senses And you can see, let's see, let me read this to you and just point out some of the stuff so that as you write your new story, you see how you can use more of your senses. And this particular news story is one really about it happening now. So I easily attract great clients, and this means new members are joining the Manifesting Clients Academy this week. So it really brings it immediate, right? And then I see notices from Acuity, that's my online scheduler, in my inbox each time a person signs up for a Manifesting Clients class. So I'm calling up that sensory experience, which brings up the feeling of excitement. Okay, and that has me be the person who actually has notices in my scheduler. Gee, I hope you get this. I take time before each class to prepare well so I can be really present. Okay, now that part of the story has me imagining taking 10 to 15 times, 10 to 15 minutes. I'm seeing myself sitting, breathing, looking at who's in each class, like centering and being ready. Okay, so so I'm calling up how I want to be, and so I'm going to more likely create that. My business is really working. Oh my God, it's happening. I feel proud. So I'm feeling that feeling of proud, excited, a little freaked out, just because, oh my goodness, it's happening. My life has changed. And I feel caring and I feel my heart opening. All right. Now here's the next one. My income is going up. I have a income tracking document in Word where I write down how much my income is and keep adding up the numbers for every month and all that. And so I look in my income tracking document. I see that my income this month is greater than last month's. Okay, you get the idea. That's something that I see. There are 5 to 6 people in every Manifesting Clients class that I teach, and I teach 5 to 6 classes every week. When I look in Acuity, so I'm imagining looking in Acuity, I see 5 to 6 names under each of my 5 to 6 classes. All right, so you're getting the idea. When someone new joins my Manifesting Clients Academy, signs up for my 1-year package, or buys a coaching package this week, and I see the email from PayPal or Infusionsoft. This is the ways I get money. So I'm seeing that in my mind. I'm calling that up, okay? So it's pretty darn specific at this point. When it's your big vision, it's more general. When you're getting into the I'm doing it now, it's more specific. All right, so this is what I want you to do when this is over. You're going to turn what you want into an affirmation, add and this means, and then fill in the blank. Add what you feel, what you see, what you hear, what you do, and what you sense or experience in your body. Okay? Then I want you to practice writing, reading, and saying this new story until you have all the clients that you want. I used to be pretty like, I want to say mamby-pamby, like, okay, here's the information, here's how you do it if you want to. If you want to grow a business, I'm no longer mamby-pamby about it. If you want to grow a business, if you want to have all the clients that you want, practice writing, reading, and saying your new story 3 to 5 times a day. And if you really want to do it, get the support from my Manifesting Clients classes, okay? Because I will mirror your story back, and the other people in the classes will see your story too, see it happening. It expands the vibration of it. But no matter what, you've got to do the work. You've got to write, read, or say the new story 3 to 5 times a day, and it will change your life. And practice this third part. As soon as you feel yourself going down, change what you're saying to yourself. Most people forget. Remember I told you for 4 years I didn't do it. I didn't do it because I forgot that it actually works, but also because I was kind of going down this other thing on my journey with my work. Life happens. Resistance arises and we don't do it anymore. I have clients who come in and go, well, I haven't been doing it because, it doesn't work as fast as you want it to. You think it should work instantaneously. It takes a little while for the neuron pathways to shift, for your aligned action to get to be happening, for people to know about what you're doing, and for the universe to get the vibration, because if you've been vibrating, it's hard to find clients for the last year or two, well, it's going to take a little bit for the universe to get on board with your new vibration, or for you to do it really powerfully. the old story habit takes over. It just takes over. You forget that you even watched this video training. I can promise you. And people forget because they actually just haven't committed to saying it 3 to 5 times a day. You're hearing me? I know that probably if you're here, you probably believe what I'm saying will work. I most probably, and pretty much everybody that I tell this to, they nod their head. They're like, oh yeah, that all makes sense. But if you haven't committed, you life will take over and you get busy. So that's why I want to support you in developing the habit of writing, reading, and saying your new story 3 to 5 times a day for the next 9 to 12 months. And get there. I want to support you if you want more clients, and especially if you're a heart-based on purpose woman entrepreneur. I want to support you in attracting all the clients that you want. Okay? Now, this is where I get to share with you about my Manifesting Clients classes, where if you come once, your energy will increase. Okay, here's what Kathia wrote about just one Manifesting Clients class. She noticed a significant change in her energy level and a renewed sense of excitement for her business. She walked away with practical tools, she said, and an understanding of how important it is to feel into my story and take ownership of what I want to create. And I loved how she described me in that Catherine listens loudly and her approach is both practical and heartfelt. And I think that probably any client who has come to my classes would probably would agree with that. Okay. So if you attend for 3 to 6 months regularly, consistently, you will break the habit of your old story. If you keep coming for 6 to 9 months, you will be manifesting your new story. It will happen. If you attend for 9 to 12 months, you'll be a master manifester. So what I want you to do is join me. Become a Manifesting Clients Academy member. Now, this is the membership levels. We're going to go over to the website right now, and I'm going to show you. All right, here it is. If you go to manifestingclientsacademy.com, and the link should be right below this video to this page, manifestingclientsacademy.com/classes. All right, and you just scroll down. If you want more clients, blah, 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 that's all the stuff I've just told you, pretty much. I invite you to join the Manifesting Clients Academy and start taking the classes and rewrite the story you tell yourself. Okay, now let me share with you the different membership options. Okay, and then I'm going to come back to this special offer through December 31st. So first of all, you can be free. Just come over here, click free. You'll be on my e-list. But you know what? You're already on my e-list. But if you sign up here, you'll be able to get into the training center right here. So this is my training center. And as I say, this page is a work in progress because I just moved to the manifestingclientsacademy.com, and I'll be adding things over the next 12 months. Free members, you get here, there'll be some other stuff coming on. You'll be able to click through and get any of this stuff. And you'll be able to scroll down and see the rest of the stuff, which I'll show you in just a minute. Okay, now, if you want more than that, if you want to come to the classes, then what I recommend is well, let me just tell you how this works. You can do 1, 2, or 3 classes a month or unlimited classes. So, and each of the levels that you choose includes other stuff. So if you want to do just 1 class a month, that's a Visioning membership, you also get my Write Your Epic Business Story course. Now, that's in progress right now, and it's hopefully going to be ready by the end of November, and it might end up being a workbook, but it's going to be really cool in supporting you in writing your epic business story. That's only $33 a month. The Moving Forward membership is 2 Manifesting Clients classes a month. Now, that includes the Write Your Epic Business Story and quarterly Grow Your Dream Business online retreats. So as long as you're Moving Forward member or above, you get that stuff, and that's only $60 a month. If you want 3 classes a month, that's the Attracting Clients level membership. You get the Write Your Epic Business Story, whether it's a course or a workbook, however it makes sense, that's the best way, plus the quarterly Grow Your Dream Business retreats and my block clearing toolbox. Now these things are down here. See, here's the Write Your Epic Business Story, and here's the block clearing toolbox. I've got 4 block clearing tools right now, and there'll be a few more being added again over the next few months. Okay, now the other one, and this is the one that I recommend in here, and let me tell you why, is my unlimited membership. You can take unlimited manifesting clients classes. And as long as you're an unlimited member, you get all the stuff that the attracting clients member got, the quarterly Grow Your Dream Business retreats, the Write Your Epic Business Story, the block clearing tool, and you get all the training center courses. So if you scroll down, you get the Get to Know Your Ideal Clients, a Craft Your Sellable Offer. I'm going to be putting up the marketing plan course. I've got a money mindset course. I've got these guided meditations, and there is going to be more coming. Okay. And you get 2 emergency calls. And the reason for those calls is if you're doing weekly classes with me, or if you decide to do 2 classes a week and you're really working on this, your mind may start going, blah! So you can reach out to me, you can email me and say, I need to talk. It'll take us 10 minutes and I'll talk you off the cliff if you're out there and get you back in your new story. Now, what you can do through December 31st is try an unlimited membership, 1-month membership for $67, okay? Just come on over here to the ManifestingClientsAcademy.com classes page, sign up now, and for only $67, you can take for 1 month all the Manifesting Clients classes you want, which may be 2 or 3, or maybe 5 or 6. I'm open, but at the end of that month, you're going to know, wow, I really love these classes, or no, this isn't a right fit. So at the end of that month, you can cancel the membership. You just have to tell me it's not right for me, or just, right now it's on PayPal. You can go into your PayPal and take that down. And, and that's pretty easy to do either way if you don't want to talk to me. But no problem. If you come to the end of the month and you're like that, this isn't the right thing for me, I don't have any problem with that. But probably you're going to love it. And either you're going to want to continue, which as an unlimited member, which then on your 1-month anniversary, you'll automatically be charged $97, and every month after that. Or you can say, you know what's a better fit for me is the 3 classes a month. I know that's all I'm going to take and I don't need all this extra stuff. Or the 2 classes a month for $60 a month. Or the 1 class a month. If you're just in the dreaming up your business and you just want 1 class a month, great. Okay, whatever it is, you will get a special link and a special code, and you'll be able to go in and schedule your classes, so you'll have them on the books, on the calendar, so you know you've got that support set up. You're going to come back and you're going to practice writing, reading, and saying your new story. All right, my friend, so this is what I want for you. Let me just see if there's anything else down here that you might be interested in. So this is information about what to expect in a class, and I really encourage you to just come on over and do this with me and get started with your trial membership. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, and I look forward to seeing you in a Manifesting Clients class. All right, my friends, till then, have a wonderful life and go practice writing, reading, and saying your new story.